the house. And
yeah. Okay. And you're remodeling in your house a little bit?
Well, I'm painting my inside, my laundry room downstairs. Your pen's gonna roll off.
Oh, thank you. I didn't want the clicky. I get in trouble with it.
I like the clickies, I just don't click them.
Oh,
That's okay.
Unconsciously click them.
Yeah, so I'm doing some just painting and touch-up. So not necessarily remodeling, but like a fresh look.
Yeah, just freshen things up for spring.
Oh. How about you for spring break? Did you go anywhere?
We sorted through things in the house, so no.
No.
Cleaned out closets.
Yeah. It really takes a lot of time and like just to stop and think, and because then everything you go through.
This is Jason Gerke, and this is LYNXX 24, connecting you to the community.
Our top story, Family Promise announces its new open house event to help rid the community of homelessness. Welcome to your hometown news. I'm April Frelke.
And I'm Melissa Kay, broadcasting live on LYNXX 24 and around the world on YouTube.
Well, this week's Connect 24 is brought to you by Tomah Homes, builders of quality Stratford Homes and Rudig Jensen in New Lisbon. Well, back to our top story. Family Promise is having a free continental breakfast event where they will be celebrating and giving tours of their future site, the Sparrow's Nest at the Abbey. They are excited for the official launch of the program to assist the children and the families in our community who are facing homelessness. The breakfast is Saturday, April 6th from 9 to 11 a.m. That is a wonderful Sparrow's Nest. That's a wonderful use of that Abbey,
I really
that
like
facility.
the name. Yeah,
yes.
It seems very fitting.
I like the nesting and coming together as a family. And
I don't think necessarily that homelessness in this area is something that people think about a lot, because we're pretty privileged here, but it is definitely a community issue.
Right, and you think it can be like a hidden issue because you could be at a family's house. You know, a lot of families are staying with grandmas and aunts and uncles, so you don't, it's not like you don't see it as you walk down the street, but it's there.
Right.
And what a great goal to address homelessness. I mean, that's just an absolutely wonderful goal. So.
Yes. The Necedah Wildlife Refuge Visitor Center is hosting a seminar titled Planting a Future. It's this Saturday, March 30th at 10 a.m. Whether you own a half-acre or 1,000, you can manage your land to improve wildlife habitat. Find out what can be done to benefit you, your property, and Wisconsin's wildlife. There is no cost to this event. That's excellent, because there is so much that people just don't know what to do.
Sure, a little,
with
and you
their
can
land.
have a little part of your land, something before you come up into your home. I was just up at the Wildlife Refuge just about a month ago snowshoeing. All this because it's free, but they had some really neat pamphlets too on like how to, if you're fireproof your home, like what brush you have. I mean, they're excellent in just educating yourself on the environment and where you live and what your surroundings are.
And like what plants to plant to attract specific kinds of wildlife, what flowers to plant for bees, because that is definitely something we need to pay attention to.
Absolutely.
Read labels when you're buying products and make sure that you're not buying things that are going to destroy hives, because that is definitely a problem.
Right, and I'm sure the Wildlife Refuge has information or where you can get more on that. So, what a great event. Well, Safe Ship in Tomah is putting the fun back into fundraising. On Saturday, April 6th from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m., come and get your cartoon portrait drawn by Jason Gerke, the Doodler, only $15 per person, and all proceeds are going to help Chasing Daylight Animal Shelter. Safe Ship is also collecting pop tabs for the Ronald McDonald House, so bring in your pop tab. And so a pop tab is that little...
Yeah, like opens the can of soda. or soda pop.
You know, a lot of people are drinking more plastic, I see a lot, so, you know, you really have to go get that tab.
There's not as many soda machines around towns anymore.
And Jason Gerke, you know, our doodler, drew some
Yes.
anchor pictures for us in the past. For
That
the
has been quite some time ago since we saw those.
Yeah, well, I don't think we have one with Joe Minnie with us.
No,
maybe,
we don't.
Maybe
we
we'll
don't.
have to get Jason to do that
We'll
for
have to
us.
get him to come back. Well, 911 dispatchers are constantly handling other people's emergencies, and just like everyone else, they can think that something tragic will never happen to them until it does. On Wednesday, March 20th, one of our local dispatchers, Emily, and her family lost their home to a devastating fire. Thankfully, Emily, her husband, and 8-year-old son were not at home. Unfortunately, they did lose their 5 family pets, their home, and all of their belongings. Emily has been a part of the Monroe County 911 Communications Center family for 2 years. She is the calm voice for those in need, and now she needs our help. To make a monetary donation to help Emily and her family through this difficult time, an account has been set up at the Riverbank in Sparta. Donations can be dropped off and made payable to the benefit of Stephen and Emily Becker.
Oh, that is so sad for that family.
That is very tragic, and I'm sure that those children were devastated to not only lose their home, but also their pets. It is a hard thing.
So that would be a really great fundraiser to donate or make a donation to that family. And, and support the 911. And, you know, when we have our law enforcement and, you know, all the 911, they are constantly dealing with trauma emotionally and mentally, and, you know, not only seeing it but hearing about it. So you can just imagine the
having
stress
to go through it themselves is, I mean, well,
it's
prepared
a tough
for it, but it would be tough, yes.
Well, the New Lisbon Spring Craft Fair is Saturday, April 6th at the New Lisbon High School. They are now accepting applications for vendors and for crafters. Contact the New Lisbon Chamber if you would like to sell your crafts at this event. And I do think that there is the new, we talked about this last week, Nick and I covered Emily Erickson, the new Chamber Secretary in New Lisbon. So.
Okay. And, you know, there's a lot of craft fairs around our area. I know that obviously Warren's Cranberry Festival is a big one.
The big one in the fall.
But some of these little ones are really fun to go to because you don't know the local talent and what's going to be there. So it's super fun to just go and explore and see what you can find and all the little treasures that people can come up with.
Remember the necklace lady that was on, like, was it a year or so with the buttons?
Was it junk drawer?
Yes,
jewelry?
you like were just ecstatic.
Oh my gosh, I have so many of her things hanging in my jewelry.
Very unique handcrafter, and we've had the earrings with the leather.
Yes.
Not pretty. Just.
Oh well, yeah, just. Oh gosh, we should know this. It wasn't that long ago.
Well, maybe Katie Copleen will be at the vendor craft fair in New Lisbon. She's she does the bracelets.
Yes, bracelets, and I'm sure we've got basket makers that will be there.
Oil enthusiast. That's her. That's Katie Copleen.
There you go. Okay,
Oh,
and then
it's so much hard to remember.
We had Stacy Hableman on that was doing the paintings, and she had like multimedia paintings, which were really neat because it's not just paint. She'll use like newspaper and just different materials to bring paintings into kind of a third dimension where they're textured and just super neat.
So go support your spring crafters, support our local vendors, local community. It all comes back local.
And the weather is so nice that it's a great time to get out.
Maybe walk down to the craft fair, right?
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, make sure you wear your mud boots.
Oh, yeah, it's still a little wet out there. Well, coming up next, we have Mary Kay from Great Rivers United Way to talk about support for people in Monroe County. Coming up next. Stay with us.
Tomah Homes, building quality Stratford homes. Country cottage. Wraparound porch. A kitchen that loves to be cooked in. A mudroom with a washer and dryer. Custom designs. Tomah Homes, custom homes built around your life.
You want it, we'll find it, you got it. Price match and relax. That's the Rudick Jensen deal, sealed with a platinum level membership. Oil changes, done. Tires, brakes, alignment, all done. Car wash, you got it. Rudick Jensen Auto Mall, New Lisbon. Check out our inventory online at rudickjensen.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Stewart. I'm the hospital CEO here at Tomah Memorial Hospital. The 65 years that Tomah Memorial has been here in this community is really a commitment by the community to support the hospital. They understand the importance of having health care right here for them, and the services that we provide, we continue to grow to meet that demand. We hope to enjoy the same kind of success at our new facility, Tomah Memorial Hospital, taking care of you and your family close to home.
I take it. You've heard the rumors. Grindelwald wants to rule the wizarding world. Oh, Merlin. Hello. I cannot move against Grindelwald. It has to be you.
Have you got anything in your case that might help?
Genius.
Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. Rent it now.
Hi, I'm Josh Tully from The Josh Tully Show. You're watching LYNXX 24, connecting you to the community.
Welcome back to your hometown news station. We are back with Mary Kay from the Great Rivers United Way. Welcome back, Mary.
Thanks.
Great to have you on. So traditionally, United Way is known for fundraising, but where does the money go specifically here in Monroe County?
It stays here in Monroe County. I want to be very clear that what's raised here stays here. And specifically, there are several nonprofits that we fund programming at that are located in Monroe County, like geographically located. So Big Brothers Big Sisters of West Central Wisconsin are in Tomah here. Big Brothers, Boys and Girls Club. Boys and Girls Club is also located in Sparta. We also have Families First is a funded partner. We fund Scenic Bluffs programming, which is in Monroe County, right on that verge of Vernon and Monroe. So they serve many Monroe County residents. We also fund Essential Health, which has a location in Sparta. Parenting Place is in Sparta, and I think is in Tomah as well. We also fund Coulee Cap, which is a big provider in Monroe County.
In this area.
So those are ones that are, but to also mention that there are several Monroe County residents who travel to other nonprofits that we fund as well. So there's quite a few crossover between that may drive into La Crosse to go to a Family and Children's Center, or the YWCA has a CASA for Kids program that is also in Monroe County, and so we fund those. It's a lot of crossover though.
Well, that's wonderful.
Mary Kay, can you address, people sometimes have a misconception that United Way is this big international organization and it's not really local, and there's all these big overhead costs. Could you address what the reality is to those kind of specific concerns?
Absolutely, and I'm glad you brought that up, because we do have a United Way worldwide that is international, and we pay dues to that organization in order to use the brand, which is very similar, in fact, identical to what other nonprofits that have a national brand, they also pay dues to those national brands to have that brand used locally. So that's where that comes in. What we get in return for that is a lot of networking, a lot of marketing pieces that we can borrow, steal, use. We get a lot of training that comes free to us because of those dues. But everything that's raised here stays here except for those overhead costs, which for us is extremely low. Our overhead is 13.8%. And the government will tell you that a nonprofit is a good overhead at 25%. So we keep it extremely low, and we try very hard to make sure that we're being good stewards of the donations that come in. In terms of Monroe County, we actually allocate more out to nonprofits in Monroe County than we raise in Monroe County. So we make sure that people are taken care of, and the programming that's excellent programming has the funding that it needs.
So along the lines of the funding, if your campaign dollars go directly to those nonprofits, what is the benefit for a charity or someone giving to United Way versus directly to the nonprofit?
So I would never tell anybody that is already giving to a nonprofit here to stop doing that. Never. And I would just thank them for their philanthropy, because it's really important. But for somebody who is not given and doesn't know local nonprofits, sometimes United Way is the way, like a first step. because we give it out and make the best use of the dollar, and that's a good way to get started. But the second reason is that United Way brings value above and beyond just allocating those funds out. We hold the programs accountable. We make sure that they do what they said they would do and the outcomes are there for their programming. And we do a lot of network. We create networks for the programs to get together, make sure that they're aligning around bigger social issues, and that we try to do a collective work for those nonprofits together. So United Way is that convener and facilitator and coordinator in that regard to make sure that people are working together.
Okay. Mary Kate, just maybe kind of to wrap up, what are some kind of things that the Great Rivers United Way is doing in Monroe that supports its mission? Maybe you want to talk something, you have a partnership with the hospital or something, you know?
Sure. We do a community needs assessment that covers all 7 of the counties that we serve. And so Tomah Memorial Hospital is a part of that community needs assessment. So is the Monroe County Health Department. So we have partners in Monroe County. We also partner with the Tomah School District and the Sparta School District to do Read to Success, which is a volunteer tutoring program in the 3rd grade classroom. And this is our 3rd year in Sparta and our 2nd year in Tomah for that. So we do have we have Born Learning Trails that are in Sparta and Tomah. I don't know if Fireman's Park here in Tomah has a Born Learning Trail, very centered in on early childhood and that interactive, active way of making things fun. It is hands-on, and it's really a fun way to kind of get your kids to interact about that foundation of literacy. So those are some things.
Wonderful. Well, we're really glad that you came on, Mary Kay, and what a great organization that you work for.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Yes. Well, coming up next, we have Tomah Hospital's Health Check 360 with special guest registered nurse Julie Anderson. She's talking about the hospital's Women's Night event. I hear there's going to be massages. Sounds relaxing. Oh, we should make sure we go. That's next. Stay tuned.
Tomah Homes, building quality Stratford homes. Country cottage. Wraparound porch. A kitchen that loves to be cooked in. A mudroom with a washer and dryer. Custom designs. Tomah Homes, custom homes built around your life.
From the filmmakers of The Lord of the Rings comes a vision of our future.
After the war, the survivors built cities in the skies, on the seas, but the deadliest ones were built on wheels.
The man who controls this controls the world.
We have to destroy London.
Stay out of sight until I give you the signal.
What signal?
Trust me, you'll know. I'm not that subtle.
Mortal Engines. Watch it now. Not on Netflix streaming.
Hi, I'm Phil Stewart. I'm the hospital CEO here at Tomah Memorial Hospital. The 65 years that Tomah Memorial has been here in this community is really a commitment by the community to support the hospital. They understand the importance of having health care right here for them. And the services that we provide, we continue to grow to meet that demand. We hope to enjoy the same kind of success at our new facility, Tomah Memorial Hospital, taking care of you and your family close to home.
Americans love their cars, but when accidents happen, trust Abra Auto Body and Glass. America's most recommended to get it fixed right the first time, on time. Whether paintless dent repair from those dings, dents, and hail damage, collision repair from that nasty rear ender, or glass repair from that pesky rock chip, you'll get the highest quality repair from quality professionals. Call Abra Auto Body and Glass in New Lisbon at 608-562-6500.
You're watching LYNXX 24, connecting you to the community. 2 years ago at Customer Appreciation? 2 or 3?
Women are under tremendous pressure in society today. In our day-to-day jobs as careers, as a mother, a wife, daughter, friend, and even head of household, how we deal with these pressures can be very overwhelming. Well, welcome to Health Check 360, brought to you by Tomah Memorial Hospital. We're talking about Women's Health Night. I want to welcome our special guest, Julie Anderson, to the program. Welcome, Julie. Great to have you.
Thanks so much for having me. I appreciate being here.
Thanks for joining Melissa and I.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to start off. Can you talk a little bit, what is Women's Health Night?
Sure. So Women's Health Night is sponsored by Tomah Memorial Hospital. It's been going on for 20 years.
It was a long time.
Yeah, it really has. It was an event that was designed to help address health issues for women in Monroe County. The event itself is happening April 11th at the Cranberry Country Lodge from 4 to 8. So we have a lot of fun stuff. It's a great night for women to come out. Bring your mom, your daughter, your girlfriends, whoever. You can get I heard you say earlier, a chair massage, a paraffin wax treatment. There's boutiques where you can try on jewelry and different clothing. And then there's important health screenings. And there's free food, which is really great too.
Oh yeah, I can't turn down free food.
4 to 8 seems like a really reasonable time period, like 4 hours to dedicate to yourself as a woman.
Well, the 3 hours is the health fair itself, so people can walk around and experience all the different vendors. We have over 30 vendors scheduled this year, which is really exciting. And then we'll be giving away lots and lots of prizes. So you can leave with an iPad or a Fitbit, or even some massage gift certificates too.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you mentioned the health screenings. What are they, and why are they so important for women?
So we're screening for blood pressure, blood cholesterol, and body composition. And those screenings are really important to identify if you have any risks for heart disease or diabetes. If you know what your risks are, then you can make changes to improve your health.
Yep. Information is a powerful tool.
Yeah, you said body composition screen. What would that be, Julie?
So measuring your body fat, your weight, and kind of getting a sense of how your body mass and lean muscle mass compare.
Okay, just kind of assessment of where are you at with
Right, and it's a good place to start, and it's a nice to know where, lots of women like to work on their health and exercise, and it's good to know where you're at.
Absolutely. Well, tell us a little bit about, you have a special guest that evening.
Sure. So our special guest, is Bridget Owens. She's a chiropractor in Tomah. She was on Count 97 for 10 years with her show Winifred's Wellness Wednesdays. That's a mouthful.
It is.
So she'll be talking to us about wellness tips in a fun way that everybody should be able to enjoy.
Bridget she is so much fun.
She was at our Tomah Lioness, hosted like our Lioness, she was the keynote speaker. That was a blast. You should just go, oh my God, I'm so excited for you to have her.
Yeah. We're really looking forward to it.
She's a riot. So final question, and to sum up our conversation. If we could do one thing as women to achieve better health, what would that one thing be in your opinion?
Well, in my opinion, as women, we really don't take enough time for ourselves. So if you could do one thing for yourself, is to set time aside. Now that might be because you want to take an exercise class or go for a walk, or it might be because you need some rest. So rest could be meditation or journaling, or a good nap. Sometimes we need a good nap.
Yeah, quiet.
So time for yourself.
That is an excellent tip. Julie, thank you so much for joining us.
Appreciate having you.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Julie, for joining us on this week's edition of Health Check 360. We hope to see you at the Women's Health Night on April 11th. Well, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Here comes the sun, and I say it's all right.
CEO here at Tomah Memorial Hospital. The 65 years that Tomah Memorial has been here in this community is really a commitment by the community to support the hospital. They understand the importance of having health care right here for them, and the services that we provide, we continue to grow to meet that demand. We hope to enjoy the same kind of success at our new facility, Tomah Memorial Hospital, taking care of you and your family close to home.
The Favorite is now nominated for 10 Academy Awards.
Oh, I did not know that.
Including Best Picture of the Year, Best Director, Best Actress Olivia Colman.
It is fun to be queen sometimes.
And Best Supporting Actresses Emma Stone and Rachel Weisz. It's more pure devious fun than any other great movie this year.
Is it a bit like a party?
It is not like a party.
I think it is like a party.
A perfect analogy.
The Favorite.
Rent before Netflix and Redbox on LYNXX Networks. Video on demand.
You want it? We'll find it. You got it. Price match and relax. That's the Rudick Jensen deal. Sealed with a platinum level membership. Oil changes, done. Tires, brakes, alignment, all done. Car wash, you got it. Rudick Jensen Auto Mall, New Lisbon. Check out our inventory online at rudickjensen.com.
You are watching LYNXX 24, connecting you to your community.
Welcome back to your hometown station. To close this special Women's Night news program, Mel and I are going to share some encouraging and some important health tips to our viewers who watch our program every week. And they're not just specific to women, they're just kind of health tips in general. We want to talk about tips to boost your mental health, especially as we are heading officially into spring. And even though there might be a little bit of snow in the forecast, which can bring somebody down a little bit, we don't want to kind of go to the snow area. So we're going to talk about some 5 health tips taken from the Mental Health America Online. So you ready, Mel? We're going to kind of go back and forth and talk about, and it's just not women, it's people.
This can apply to everybody.
Absolutely.
At all ages.
That's right. So we'll start. I'll do number 1.
All right.
Well, the first one is to track gratitude and achievement with a journal. Include 3 things that you're grateful for and 3 things that you're able to accomplish each day.
I think this is an excellent one, because how many times have you gone through your entire day and you get to the end and you're like, what did I accomplish today? And then you just shut down and you don't think about it and you continue about your evening, your chores, whatever, make dinner, sit down, watch some TV, and then you're done. But if you actually took the time to sit down with a journal at the end of the day and really think about your day, like there are some jewels that happen in a day, and you work in a school too, so you know there's so much that happens in a day, and if you don't go back and you think about it, those things are lost. But if you write them down and you can reflect on them,
I like the idea of the gratitude too. I like to start my morning off with just a quick thought, what am I thankful for today? Or just even like, and that's how I start the day ahead. So.
It helps put you in a very positive mind frame and really to be thankful for all the things that we have.
Absolutely.
All right, well, number 2, start your day with a cup of coffee. Coffee consumption is linked to lower rates of depression. If you can't drink coffee because of the caffeine, try another good-for-you drink like green tea. So
that's a good one.
Yeah, and I know from personal experience that coffee or caffeine is definitely a mood booster. It's going to give you a little more, a little more of a positive mindset, and I think it tastes amazing.
You can do flavored coffees.
Yep. And if you want to, cut the calorie count per se, you don't need to add the sugar if you get the flavored coffee. But if you want to maybe do a special treat for a day, sometimes I'll do that. I'll be like, if I get up 15 minutes earlier, I can drive to Starbucks.
Oh, sure. Well, our number 3rd tip is set up a getaway. It could be camping with friends or a trip to the tropics. The act of planning a vacation and having something to look forward to can boost your overall happiness for up to 8 weeks. So that's neat.
Wow, 8 weeks. Wow.
But plan something ahead of time.
In reality, you should plan those things far ahead of time so you can take the time to set the money aside. Then the vacation isn't as stressful because you have planned for it properly, and it's something to definitely look forward to as, I don't know.
I have a trip planned in August already with my sister and my friend Mary Alice. Where
are you going?
In northern Wisconsin. Oh, it's near Minocqua. I think like 3 Lakes. Is that up there? So a cabin we were renting, and so we already have that planned for August, so it is going to be fun.
Yeah, and then what a great time of year to be up there, because I don't think they have as many bugs up in that part in August, and it's
hopefully
beautiful.
It's a little hotter. You can really definitely be on the lake.
Absolutely. Well, number 4, work your strengths. Do something you're good at to build self-confidence. Then tackle a tougher task. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we feel daunted by things that maybe overwhelm us or that we think that we can't do. And if you do something similar and then you accomplish that, try the harder thing.
Like when I started cakes, really getting into wedding cakes, I started with little ones or little birthday ones and then move up, or cupcakes, then you just gradually keep.
And some of those creations that you've made are they're stunning.
Yes, I really love that. Yes, thank you. Well, thanks, Mel. Well, and our 5th and final is keep it cool for a good night's sleep. The optimal temperature for sleep is between 60 degrees and 67 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, 67 degrees would be pretty warm for me. I like it nice and cool when I'm sleeping.
You know, my grandma Kay, my grandma Sophie said that. You know, she always cracked her window, a little, you know, always cool air.
Yep,
to help
that
us
fresh
sleep
air.
better.
And I had read earlier, kind of before winter had set in, that having a cooler temperature in your house in the winter will actually help keep you healthier.
Oh, excellent.
Because our immune systems respond better when we
We're
are
a little
keep it a
chillier.
little chillier.
Okay. Well, if you want to find out more, you can visit the website mentalhealthamerica.net, where you'll find a list of 31 tips to boost your mental health.
Wow. Well, you know, we had a really full show today.
Yes, we
had
did.
some wonderful things for women's health, and what a great United Way does so many wonderful things for our community.
Yes, they really reaching out to the community.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we want to thank Mary Kay at the United Way and Julie Anderson from Tomah Memorial Hospital, and to all of you for tuning into your hometown news, where we're connecting you to the community.